We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight we've got a good matchup in store between the Baltimore Orioles and the Chicago Cubs. The Cubbies look for their 7th straight victory next. Chet Steadman, a California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's been pretty good his last 3 starts. A whip under 1.20, so he minimizes the amount of base runners. He's a tough customer. It'll be fun to watch him to see if he's on point early in this one here today.
Striding into the box, Anthony Sanchez. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. And oh man, that caught him pretty good there as it ricochets toward the third baseline. Unable to recover, he's safe at first, and now the attention turns back to the guy on the mound. And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg, and that is his plant leg, which is always a concern. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. At the plate, Dominic Ojeda, and as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they've run their win streak up to 6 in a row now, and they're really playing some inspired baseball.
Yeah, Matty, this is one of those special moments throughout the course of the season where everyone kind of looks around the clubhouse and takes stock. 6 in a row, you have a chance to rattle off a 7th. You start saying, hey, maybe something special is going to happen this summer.
Now the 1-0 is in there for strike 1. Steadman has logged upwards of 2,400 innings of work in his career with an ERA just under 2.5. That's allowing just over 2 runs per 9 innings of work. And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Mike Fillmore.
Hey, you know, D-Roll, Mike Fillmore, he'll give a little bit off the edges, but he gets the respect not only from the pitchers, but from the players because his zone is consistent.
Yeah, as long as he's consistent, Dan, I'm okay with Mike Fillmore's zone. If a pitcher's pounding that zone, he wants to give a little bit off the outer edge, I'm okay with that.
Whew, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out.
Batting third.
Stepping in, Eli Chavis, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Left side, but well foul. Sanchez leads off first with 1 away. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
And this guy loves to throw the slider, and it's a very effective pitch for him. But here's the flip side of that coin. He starts this one too far inside and plunks the hitter.
Coming to the plate now, David Torres, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. First offering on its way. 1-0. Lays off 1-0.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
The 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2. 2 balls and a strike to the Orioles first baseman.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
He drilled the previous batter, and now he falls behind 3-1 to this guy. The last thing you can do, though, is throw a fastball middle of the plate right here.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Fastball was too much for him there. Swung right through it. Ball hit high to the right side, but this will get into the seats. Foul. Payoff pitch one more time is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
He's just got great strikeout stuff. In his last start, he racked up double-digit Ks, and it looks like he could finish up in that range again here. He's really an exciting pitcher to watch when he's sending guys packing like this.
In now, Tom DeLuca, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And it's 1-1. One and one. Here it is. And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot he's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
The set and the 2-1. Clearly off with his timing on that one. A swinging strike. Hit hard on the ground towards second, right to him. Throw on to first is going to be in time, and the Oriole threat goes by the wayside as the inning is over. Orioles strand a couple, and now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. Omar Rodriguez gets the ball for the Orioles in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
This guy's a pretty good pitcher, and I was looking through the stats, and one thing jumped out at me: a sub 1.20 whip coming into this start. That tells me a couple of things. 1, he's not afraid to throw strikes, and 2, when he does throw strikes, he throws quality, and he still gets people out. It'll be fun to watch this guy work in this one today.
Now in the box, Freddie Santiago. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1. Guys, the Orioles, as they begin play here tonight, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, Matty, we had a saying in Texas: hit or get left behind. And that's exactly what this team did in their last game. Scored a bunch of runs, but good approach at the plate, working the ball to all gaps. Line to line, this team swung the bats well. I'm going to be looking for that again in this one.
Stays alive, still 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
Ball inside. Ball in. it.
From 0-2 to 3-2, what a great at-bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. Still 3 balls and 2 strikes. The 8th pitch of the at-bat. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Chavis is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Batting second, the second baseman, J.C. Embry.
So striding in, J.C. Embry, and you can see his home road splits there. He has not fared very well in front of the home crowd, oddly enough. First pitch of the at-bat. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Drilled on the ground to short. Fielded cleanly. Throw just in time, and oh, that was awfully close.
Batting third, no left fielder, Suzuki.
Standing in, Sito Suzuki. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Now here it comes.
It's pretty tough for a hitter to go up there looking for a first pitch changeup, and a good job of dropping it in for strike one.
And it's quickly 0-2. Now the pitch. And on 0-2 he misses with a fastball.
Well, there's the classic 0-2 wasted fastball. Not even close to the zone. We'll see what he throws on the next pitch.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a sinker there, swung on and missed for out number 3. Cubs are down in order. Still no score. Second inning set to go, and standing in the outfielder, Bruno Gomez. Here it comes. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. Hard hit ball to second. He's got it. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
Batting 7, the third baseman, Junior Powell.
So striding forward now, Junior Powell, and it's been a great season for him so far with the bat in his hands. He's got the average up over 340 here entering play.
This season really shouldn't come as a surprise to many. We all know what kind of skill this guy produces when he has a bat in his hands.
Sosa is there, 2 down.
The shortstop, Mariano Rosas.
Into the box now, Mariano Rosas. He was 1 for 3 in the ballgame back on Sunday. First pitch on its way. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Ball 2. Rosas. It's a strong defender playing up the middle in the infield. He's got great hands, good range, the big arm, and those skills are not lost on his teammates, his coaches, or his front office for that matter.
Yeah, he has the ability. What I love about this ball player, he's got such a great internal clock. It seems like it's bang bang at first every time, but the guy's out. He's got sure hands and an accurate throwing arm.
2 balls and a strike. Here it is. Popped him up. Buckner is there for it, and that retires the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Last half of the second set to go, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Sammy Sosa. First offering on its way.
Sosa.
Nope. Ball 1, no strike.
The 1-0 is laid off for ball 2. Three and 0 now.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
Now here's the pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Gomez has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out.
Batting fifth, the center fielder, Pete Armstrong.
At the plate, Pete Armstrong. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Tried to stay back on the changeup there, but this is chopped foul at home plate. Lifted in the air out to left field. Chavis will get there with ease as he puts it away for out number 2.
Batting fifth, the first baseman, Ryan Buckner.
The next Cub up, Ryan Buckner. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Inside, ball 1.
Hey, they say solos won't kill us, but I got to believe this guy's looking to do exactly that.
And he misses low with it. 2-0. Buckner stands just shy of 6 feet at 5'11" and bats from both sides of the plate. He's an 11-year vet at the major league level, so he certainly put together a nice career in professional baseball.
Yeah, Matty, no kidding right there. I'll tell you what, the grind to get to the big leagues is so hard. Guys just want to spend a month, a day in the big leagues. So to put yourself here for 12 years screams to your ability to adjust and be a great teammate. Yeah, he's going to have to work that sinker down in the zone. That's his bread and butter pitch, and if he's going to leave that belt high, that's going to spell disaster.
From the stretch, Nicholas Corner started to go around, but it's a called strike. 0-1. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
Ooh, that was ugly. Howdy, if you're waving at me.
Now he drops a changeup on him. Strike 3 called, and a great pitch there to retire the side. Cubs strand 1. We'll move to the third with no score. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Omar Rodriguez. 9-1-2 due up.
Rodriguez.
First delivery to him on the way.
Well located fastball right there. If he can continue to do that, he'll pitch deep into this one.
That's up in the zone a bit, but a called strike. 0-2.
Yeah, this is straight survival mode. Down 0-2. The numbers are definitely not with the batter here.
And he struck him out.
Wow, this guy's mowing right through this lineup right now, but that's what happens when you don't get a chance to see a pitcher very often. That's one of the things that are helpful when you're pitching in interleague games. It's always a good advantage for the pitcher because the hitters don't get to see that guy very often.
Stepping in now, Anthony Sanchez. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now a good pitch on the inside part of the plate ties him up, and it's 1-1. Sanchez, a 27-year-old, he was selected in the 3rd round during the first-year player draft of 2018.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has. Nice pick.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Now at the plate, Dominic Ojeda. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
It's been more than 2 innings since this guy's allowed anyone to reach base. He looks pretty unbeatable on the bump right now.
Fouled off. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now. Pitch on the way. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Now the 3-2 pitch. This is hit pretty well out to left field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score. Stepping up now, Jimmy Grimes.
Leading off for the Cubs, the catcher, Jimmy Grimes.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Well,
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. Fouled away. Swing and a miss as he starts the 3rd the same way he ended the 2nd with a punch out, 1 away.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
At the plate now, Chet Steadman, as he'll take a look at ball 1. The 1-0 home is taken below the zone for a ball.
Can't fall behind against the pitcher. Need to minimize pitch count against the easy outs, and this is certainly one of them.
The 2-0 on the way. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. A swing and a miss there, 2-2.
Wow, what makes it so tough to be a hitter is to be able to hit and change his speeds, right? You're geared up for the fastball, and all of a sudden, he pulls the string and throws you the straight change, the dreaded equalizer.
And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
Swinging a ball in line down in the left field corner. But this will be foul. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. This is flared out towards second, and this is taken for the out.
Now batting, third baseman, Freddie Santiago.
Settling in now, Freddie Santiago. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch of the at-bat. Nearly got the inside, but ruled a ball.
Kind of surprised not to see a fastball on the first pitch there. The guy's probably taking at least one pitch to give his pitcher a chance to sit down after he already made the second out.
2 out, nobody on. This one's down to third. Scooped up, throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. 3 innings complete, and we are tied 0-0. Digging in, Eli Chavis. He was drilled by a pitch his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, you're not lying. Last time up, squared right in the back. Hopefully it doesn't stiffen up. I want to see if he can get through something right here.
Smoke toward third. Reined in. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th. All right, so time now for the Cubs Road to the Show report, as we see a couple of prospects who have been performing at a high level in the upper minors. To the plate now, David Torres, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he fouls this one off. Just 1 hit apiece for both of these clubs. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Tom DeLuca is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0. That's by him for strike 1. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty, but hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
To 2-2 now. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball. Slapped hard the opposite way. Oh, and this kicks right off of him.
Well, it's been a while since they had a base runner, more than 3 innings to be precise, but they've got one now. We'll see if they can get a little something going here.
So now to the plate, Bruno Gomez, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. A runner on first with 2 away. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold, 0-2. Got him swinging on the splitter that time, and with that, the side is retired. Orioles lead 1. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, J.C. Embry.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
Oh, you have to love it. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Hit hard, but this will be a foul ball. Another payoff pitch. And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
Stepping into the box, Sito Suzuki. Throw over to first, and he's back easily. '50th pitch of the game on its way.
Off the plate, ball 1.
These are the moments in the game that can sway it one way or another, why you get a W or a loss right here. Leadoff man on, heart of the order coming up. Guy out on the mound has got his work cut out for him.
And the runner back safely. The set and the 1-0 pitch. Off-speed pitch, just missed inside.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
Now the 2-0. Taken on the inside corner for strike 1.
Hey, pretty aggressive pitch right there up in the zone. Surprised he didn't offer at it.
Now the 2-1. Hit down the third baseline. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. From the stretch. High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. And they take the lead. It's gone. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Number 11 for him on the season as the Cubs are out in front now 2-0.
I know all home runs count the same, but that one went a little bit farther than most. That's what he does. A power hitter with a challenge fastball is going to go a long way when he's on his game.
Standing in now Sammy Sosa, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. And a great diving effort there, but it'll just tip off his glove, and it's a base hit.
As the pitching coach heads out to the mound, I think this is probably just a case of giving your guy a chance to catch his breath, pump him up a little bit, let him know that he's got it under control.
Into the box now, Pete Armstrong, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Looking at his career totals, Armstrong is carrying around a batting average in the 320s. That's what you might call potent.
Yeah, Matty, I know in today's game, batting average isn't held in high regard, but for a career to be north of 300, you're doing it.
A 1-1.
Ball 2.
The struggles continue, but that happens when you're not able to locate your secondary pitches. You become a one-pitch pitcher. He needs to start to get those secondary pitches over really fast.
Now the 2-1 pitch.
Nope, that's down.
Not a good spot to be in right now. A pitcher's falling behind in a count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
2 runs, 3 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Here's a swing and a miss at the off-speed pitch. It's a full count now, 3-2.
Looked like he swung at ball 4 right there. Clearly he saw something in that pitch that he liked out of the pitcher's hand, but that wasn't a pitch he was going to do a whole lot with.
And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
Digging in the switch hitter, Ryan Buckner. He reached on a single in his first try.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
None out, runners at first and second. And it's fouled away. The 0-2 delivery. A fastball here, and this is softly hit and fouled off to the left. Swing and a miss, and that's a much-needed first out there.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
At the plate, Nicholas Horner, as he looks at a fastball on the inside corner for strike 1. 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. And now he'll foul this one off as well to fall behind here. No balls and 2 strikes. Working for the punch out and the offering. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Runner on first in a double play situation, so you expect to see a lot of pitches down in the zone. So I think that pitch up right there was a good one. Obviously, the double play is more efficient, but you're always going to take a K when you're on the mound.
Stepping in now, Jimmy Grimes, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. That hole getting a little deeper now. It's 2-0.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
A shot down the first baseline, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday Night Baseball after this. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Orioles offense with their manager between innings. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Thank you, Heidi.
Junior Powell.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Junior Powell is in to start things out as he swings and misses at that one at strike 1.
Although he doesn't use that pitch too much, if he's able to steal some strikes early in the count, could be something they have to think about.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Digging in, Mariano Rosas. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, he's got to make an adjustment. You could tell this guy's been struggling with the bat in his hands. He's got a lot of frustration. He's gripping the bat too tight. He needs to relax, take a deep breath, and have a productive AB right here.
The 1-0 home. Fouled off. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. All over that one, but a little out in front. Foul ball. One and 2. Here it comes.
I got to count 2 and 2.
Wow, fastball up and in. I'm not sure it was intended to be that far up and that far in, but message sent. Beware.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He's through first and hustling for second. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
Now batting.
Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with a single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of roll they could get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
In now, Omar Rodriguez, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Has a look, now the pitch.
Oh, that's low.
The slider up into the 90s there. It's 1-2.
1-2.
Trying to send him packing for the second time. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? What's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
To the plate now, Anthony Sanchez, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball one. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. From the belt, the pitch fouled away. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. 1 left for the Orioles. They trail things here 2-0. So here now's the pitcher, Chet Steadman.
The pitcher, Chet Steadman.
On its way is pitch number 75.
That's a ball.
Looks like a lefty and a right-hander throwing in the Baltimore bullpen. The 1-0. Grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball, 1-1. Cubs pitcher at the plate, trailing with a 1-2 count.
1 ball, 2 strikes, the count.
And the pitch. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Tried to fool him with the changeup, but he won't offer at it. 3-2. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out.
Now, I know he struck out there, but for a pitcher, that's a pretty solid at bat. Anytime you can make an opposing pitcher out there work and throw quite a few more extra pitches, that's a quality AB in my book.
At the plate now, Freddie Santiago. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Ball 2 now. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. And that's the second out.
Up next to the Cubs, the second baseman, JC Embry.
Ready for another shot now. J.C. Embry. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A bouncer to the left side. And a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They're up 2-0. Digging in once again, Dominic Ojeda. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
First delivery to him on the way. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Rising fastball, and it catches the zone for a strike. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. All even now, 2-2. The pitch. Full count, 3-2.
Hey, throwing the ball great up until this point. Don't want to allow a leadoff walk. Needs to just focus in on his mechanics right here.
Heading out towards shallow right. Sosa is over a few steps as he puts it away for the first out.
The left fielder, number 31, Eli Chavis.
Digging in now, Eli Chavis. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here's the first pitch to him. A high fastball is in there.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
Swung on but fouled off to the left. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. And he'll find a way to dodge the shrapnel out there to make the play for out number 2.
David Torres.
Digging in to try it again, David Torres. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Hey, a 2-out walk right here would be the tying run to the plate. Even though it's early on, you got a guy on deck that has a lot of pop.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Into the corner and slicing foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch.
Pretty easy pitch to lay off there, 2-2. Not even close to being in the strike zone. He made it easy for the hitter in that one.
And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. They trail it here 2-0. Brady Trejo enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Pitching for Baltimore, number 19, Brady Trejo.
Ready to take his hacks again, Sito Suzuki, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
And that's been the entire offense so far in this one.
And he might have another one as this is hit high and deep out to left. Gone! A solo shot here to left, his second home run of the game, and the Cubs have taken a 3-0 lead.
Well, the skipper called on him for a reason, and I can guarantee you one thing. That was not what he had in mind. First pitch, and it was out of here. That's a rough way to start your day at the office as a reliever.
So now to the plate, Sammy Sosa. As he'll look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball one. He's 1 for 2 in this one. The 1-0. And he fouls this one off. Didn't threaten the zone there. Looked like it might have actually popped out of his hand a little early. Now the 2-1 pitch.
And obviously this guy's a double threat up there. He can run and he can go yard too. You don't want to walk him because he might steal a base on you, but you don't want to groove a fastball either because he could take you out of the yard.
And a great location that time on the corner. 3-2 now.
Great job of doubling up with a fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
And it's fouled away. Another full count pitch home. Again, he sends it out of play. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Fouled off. He'll try it again. 3-2. Hit hard on the ground to short. Fielded cleanly. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
The center fielder, number 4, Pete Armstrong.
Ready once again, Pete Armstrong. First pitch of the at-bat. And that gets the black on the outside. A good slider that time. One out, nobody on. And he falls behind 0-2. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
The 1-2.
Regardless of the result right here, to be down 0-2 and work it back to an even count, got to feel like it's a win for the offense.
And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
A swing and a miss for out number 2, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with.
This inning didn't get started the way he'd hoped with that home run, but I've got to give him credit for flushing it and coming back here to get strikeouts on the last 2 guys. He's acting like it didn't even happen before.
Standing in now, Ryan Buckner, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. set to deliver the 0-1. And he pumps the fastball by him at 94. It's 0-2.
Hey, I got to commend him a little bit. Leadoff homer, and now he's one pitch away from getting out of this inning without any further damage.
2 out, nobody on. Swung on and hit deep to left center. A ball that's carrying. And this will bang up against the wall. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double. But baseball's a game of streaks and runs, and he is on one right now.
No question, he's swinging the bat very well of late. And when that's the case, you can't wait to get in the batter's box. Definitely the case in this game. That's his second base knock. This one for extra bases.
That's now 2 hits so far for him in this one. He's set. Here it comes. Nicholas Horner is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. Now the 1-0. Line drive to center field. Ojeda is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Cubs tack on another courtesy of this solo home run. The 5, 6, and 7 hitters to start the 7th. It's 3-0 Chicago. Seventh inning ready to roll, and now it'll be the catcher, Tom DeLuca.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
First offering on its way.
We're moving right along into this one. This guy's continuing to pitch well, which is a little bit of a surprise because his first pitch strike ratio is still under 60%.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Strike 2 taken. A fastball that clips the inside black.
Man, this guy's really pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone, and he's really kept these hitters off balance.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch.
Oh, that's off the plate.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Now batting, right fielder, Bruno Gomez.
Now at the plate, Bruno Gomez. Here comes the first pitch.
Nope, that's the ball. Ball 1, no strike.
The 1-0 home.
Hey!
Fastball taken inside for a ball. 2-1 now. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Inside for a ball as he falls behind to him here. 3-1.
If I'm in the box right now, I'm coming unglued. He is going to throw something over the heart of the plate.
The 3-1. A swing and a miss, and that'll fill the count at 3-2.
Not too many guys taking the mound today with this good a split. Look at the downward action on that thing. It's fallen off the table.
Weak grounder down the first baseline. 1 out, nobody on. There's ball 4.
Well, when you've been out there as long as he has, you have to expect to lose a little precision in your location. He's up over 90 pitches now, so he might be starting to tire a little bit. Something to keep an eye on.
Standing in, Junior Powell. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
Good pitch there, called a strike on the inside corner. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now. And through 6 1/3, he's about to hit the 100 pitch mark now.
Hey, you know, Matty V, this is all you can ask for as a manager in today's game in baseball. Very rarely do we see guys get through the 7th inning. So he's through the 6th here with 1 out, and Mark DeRosa, so far so good, a pretty decent outing.
Yeah, and I think it's going to be batter to batter here for the manager if he's going to continue to ride this hot hand or if he's going to go to the bullpen.
And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
The bottom third of the lineup hasn't put up a lot of resistance in this one. Pretty much has been sure outs other than that 1 hit. That really puts a lot of pressure on other guys to make stuff happen. These aren't the guys you usually count on, but it certainly helps if they can do something productive.
Into the box now, Mariano Rosas, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Comes set, and the 0-1.
Well, he's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, but it's not like he's walking a bunch of guys. Only 1 free pass to this point, but they're still making him work really hard.
Hit hard on the ground to first, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Orioles leave 1. They trail in this one 3-0. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Lamont Kaufman will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Todd Ridgway is into the ball game as well as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch.
Number 29.
Last half of the 7th here, and next to hit is the catcher, Jimmy Grimes. First pitch of the at-bat. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0. Hit hard up the middle. Oh, look at the dive. He's up with it. The throw. Got him.
Now back, the pitcher, Jeff Stedman.
Ready now, Chet Stedman. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned a chance to take this at-bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
Here's the first pitch to him. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. And now a right-hander up and throwing in the Baltimore bullpen. The 1-1 home.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Cut fastball, and there's strike 2.
Hey, I'd like to see a little bit more discipline in that. You get a count in your favor. He's swinging a pitch that bad? Not good.
Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp, and it backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
Stepping in now, Freddie Santiago. Standing in from the right side as he takes strike 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. On its way, the 0-1 pitch.
No, that's low.
Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Ripped on the ground to first. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. So nothing happening this time around. 8th inning coming up. The Cubs lead this one 3-0. Digging in, Todd Ridgway, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. And the pitch.
That's the ball. Count 1-0.
And that's in there for his strike 1-1. Here's the pitch. Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2. And that misses 2-2. Bouncer to the left side, scooped up. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
The batter, number 9, second baseman, Anthony Sanchez.
Back to the top of the Oriole lineup now, and stepping in, Anthony Sanchez. And his dominance continues on the mound, but it seems like he might be running on adrenaline only at this point.
Yeah, he's been so great in this one. You want to see him finish what he started, but you also have to start worrying about things like injuries. He's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, and some guys are just more capable of that than others, but not a lot of good things tend to happen when you've worked as hard as he has in this one.
Now the 0-1. Strike 2 swinging just out in front of the slider.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on, and if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
A splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2. One out, nobody on. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game.
This guy is really locked in on the bump right now. He's just playing good old-fashioned hardball right now, just rearing back and letting it go. And it seems like this lineup, they don't have an answer for anything he's bringing so far.
At the plate, Dominic Ojeda. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Hit hard on the ground to short. And that gets through, so he'll have his first base hit, make him 1 for 4 in the game now.
Obviously, as a pitcher, he wants to finish what he started. But when you have that pitch count north of 115 pitches, you have to be concerned about his health, and the wear and tear on his arm might have to take him out of this one really soon.
Here comes the Chicago skipper now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So he'll head for the showers as he stands to win this one if the bullpen can find a way to protect his 3-run lead. Thomas Nicholas enters the game in a save situation, but he'll be asked to get 4 outs here instead of the standard 3.
Nicholas.
To the plate now, Eli Chavis. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Two out with the man at first. And he takes a cold strike 1.
One of my favorite pitches in the game right there. The old Greg Maddux equalizer. Started at the front hip and bring it back.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. From the belt, kicks and deals. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. A runner on first with 2 away. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Now another 2-2. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Orioles. They trail it here 3-0. Juan Casto is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. So digging in now, J.C. Embry. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
The second baseman.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Embry.
Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Embry is at least partially known for being a long ball threat, of course. In fact, he's standing on the doorstep of 300 career home runs as he hits here. Behind 0-2 now. Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. The 0-2 once more. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
Count is 1-2.
Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
He started this guy backwards, couple of off-speed pitches early, followed by back-to-back heaters. He can go either way he wants to go right now.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Smoke toward the hole, and that is through into right field for a single. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he was staring at his last at-bat right there, probably his last at-bat. Would have been tough to get him another AB in this one, but he's able to get it done.
Hey, better late than never, and I'm sure when he walked into that batter's box right there, he's thinking, this very well could be my last AB of this game, so if I'm going to keep this streak alive, going to have to do it right now.
Into the box, Sito Suzuki. And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball, 1-0. Now a throw over and a dive, but he's back. In there, 1-1.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
Popped him up. Torres in foul ground, but this will land untouched. Nobody out, runner on first. And he got him.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
At the plate now, Sammy Sosa. Pitch inside. The throw is not going to get him as he swipes second. Now the 1-0.
Well, both of those balls have been inside, so if I'm hitting, I'm looking for something I can get my arms extended on. Probably won't come back inside for a third time.
And this is poured in at the letters, 2-1 now.
That's evidence of a pitcher and catcher being totally in sync out there. That tells me they both know that's a good pitch for him right now.
And it misses, 3-1 now.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full, 3-2.
Love the fact the pitcher challenged him in that spot right there. Didn't love the location. But I got to be honest with you, I think he's got him on his heels right now. Don't be shocked if he attacks the zone again.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Ojeda is there now, and he has it, 2 gone.
The center fielder, number 4, Pete Armstrong.
In now, Pete Armstrong, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Ball 1, no strike.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. A 2-ball, no strike count to the Cubs center fielder.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
This is line to left, and that'll get by and on through towards the wall. He pulls into second safely, as also on the play a run comes across to score.
Now batting.
So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Standing in now, Ryan Buckner, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. One 1-0 count. Here it is.
2-0.
Hey, you want to talk about being in the zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
The 2-0. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. Now a 5-0 lead.
Even though that pitcher was able to execute in off the plate, batter was able to keep his hands inside that baseball and drive it up the middle.
So now to the plate, Nicholas Horner, as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. Trying to keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. Called strike on the outside part of the plate. 0-2.
Boy, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
Line to the right side, and this gets on him quickly here and deflects off him, and the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. Another good inning for the Cubs here, and you don't need me to tell you that these folks don't need much of a reason to have a good time. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Kicking off the top of the ninth, David Torres, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Looks like a tall order trying to tie or take the lead against this guy who leads the league in saves.
Ninth inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. That evens it up 1-1. Here's the pitch. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, he's digging for second. And the Orioles are in business here. It's a leadoff double.
They haven't had much luck so far tonight, so they'll definitely take that extra base hit. It only takes one, so maybe they can string together a few and get back into this thing.
Now to the plate, Tom DeLuca, and his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
Here comes the first pitch. The 1-0 home. A runner at second, nobody out. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1.
Nope, outside.
And that misses for ball 4.
The right fielder, number 3, Bruno.
Now at the plate, Bruno Gomez. And these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
He's set, and the pitch. In there, no balls and a strike.
With some traffic on the base paths, nice job by the pitcher to execute strike 1.
First and second here with nobody out. In the dirt here. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. And able to lay off the fastball away here. 2-1 now.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball and play hard.
And a fastball, but he's losing it a bit here to 3-1 now. Junior Powell waits on deck. Set. Here's the 3-1. And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes.
It's been a really rough day for this lineup. There's really no other way to say it. Not a lot of good scoring opportunities, and when they've had them, like right now, it's just been an uphill battle for them to make anything positive happen.
Into the box now, Junior Powell, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. First and second now, one man out. A ball and a strike.
1-1.
Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball two. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Hits it high and deep out to center field. Going back is the center fielder. Into the bleachers and gone.
That, my friends, is a cardinal sin for any closer. You can't give up the long ball. Good thing for him, he still has the lead. We'll see now if he can rebound and actually keep it.
Vince Gonzalez will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
For the Orioles, number 24, Vince Gonzalez.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball one.
Hey, this isn't going to be an easy save. These guys are making him work for this one.
Hard hit at third. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Up next for the Orioles, the shortstop.
Striding in, Todd Ridgway. And then what's the plan of attack here for the guy on the mound?
Well, I think they have to go right after him. He's pretty unlikely to take you deep, but if you allow him to get on base, the chances of him scoring and tying this game become a lot greater.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Hey, the bullpen needs to step up in this situation. I got to believe the manager was hoping for way more than this.
Now the 1-0. Fouled away. Three runs already home here. Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
When I broke into the league, not many guys were throwing that elevated fastball with that much velocity on it. The game has changed.
And he fouls this one off. Here he comes again, 1-2. Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number two.
That's a pretty good pitch right there. That fastball on the inner half of the plate. You can see that he just isn't able to get those arms extended, and pretty ugly swing right there.
At the plate, Anthony Sanchez, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Ball 1. Two balls and a strike to the Orioles leadoff hitter. Coming up now on 30 pitches in the inning. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening. Baltimore down to their final strike, and it's fouled away. Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. But this is taken in as a perfect metaphor to end this one, as that ball was hit hard, but the ball game is over.
Wow, what a week for these guys. Talk about firing on all cylinders. Winners of an amazing 7 games in a row. They say to never question the streak, and these guys aren't. They're just enjoying this ride.
And this evening's contest comes to a close. 5-3 the final. Chicago get their 20th home win this year. Chet Steadman earns win number 7 on the season, picking up 11 strikeouts along the way. Thomas Nicholas gets a 4-out save, his 19th of the campaign. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
For the victorious Chicago Cubs, 5 runs, 8 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. For the Orioles, 3 runs on 7 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours exactly. Tonight.